This diagram, we can see a shape which is part of a circle and is called a sector. And our job is going to be to find the area of that sector. If we had a whole circle, we would find the area using the formula pi r squared, where r is the radius. Since we don't have a full circle, we need to work out what fraction of a circle we have, and then we'll find that fraction of the area of the total circle. So we find that fraction by using the angle that we have in the middle over the total number of degrees in a full circle. So that's our fraction. So we want that fraction of pi times, in this case, 7 squared. Let's bring up the calculator. Times by pi times by 7 squared gives us an area to 2 decimal places of 47.04. That's centimetres squared. Similar looking picture. This time you can see we've been given the area and we know the radius, but what we're going to need to find out is the angle in the middle. We know from the previous example that to find the area, which we know in this example is 40, we first find the fraction of the circle that we have by putting the angle on the top of 360, and then we multiply by the formula for the area of a circle, which is pi times r squared, which in our case is 5.5 squared. So we want to find that angle, so we need to rearrange everything so x is on its own, starting with multiplying both sides by the 360. So 40 times 360 equals 5.5 squared pi x. So to get x on its own, we're going to divide by 5.5 squared pi. So x will be 40 times 360 divided by 5.5 squared pi. 40 times 360, 5.5 squared, 5 squared times pi. So the angle to the nearest whole degree is 152. So in this example, we've got the angle, we've got the area, but we need to work out that radius. So again, we know that the area comes by first finding the fraction, which in this case will be 121 over 360, times by pi, times by the radius squared, which in this case is going to be x squared. So we're going to rearrange this to get x squared on its own, starting with multiplying by the 360 to get rid of that. So 83 times 360 equals 121 pi x squared. And then to get x squared on its own, we're going to divide by the 121 pi. So it's 83 times 360 all over 121 pi. And then to get x itself, of course, we're going to square root all of that. With the aid of the calculator. Square root bracket and fraction inside, 83 times 360 1 pi equals, so we've got a radius to 2 decimal places of 8.87.